Finally, Vishaal Uppal, your comment about the weekend.
Yeah, I think we've had a good week here in Latvia. I think we've fought very hard. I'm very proud of the way that whole team has fought this week. I don't think a lot of people gave us even a fighting chance against Latvia, but we've shown that we've come here with purpose and intent. And day one, if we could have pulled off that first match, then it could have been a different story. But overall, I'm quite happy with the way the whole team has played.
Thank you. Questions? Shahid, question? Dipti, please.
Hello. Hi, Vishaal.
Hi, Dipti.
Hi. Vishaal, Ankita obviously fought very well in both the matches and she managed to get under the skin of her opponent. What do you think she needs to do to, actually start converting these matches and getting those wins?
Well, I think if if she can become tactically a little smarter, and also just understand that you cannot let your level drop down even for a little bit against these top players, because then they hurt you. And when you get an opportunity because you worked hard, you get an opportunity against big players in a match. Whether it's 4-3. 4-all, whatever, you have to learn to convert your opportunities. So I think, like I said, this was going to be a big learning curve, a big learning experience for us, and I'm pretty sure that Ankita is going to be much wiser from this experience.
Thank you. Rutvik?
Yeah, hi Vishal. Just to follow up on that question, in both the matches, she had moments where she could either close out the match or the set, and saw both the opponents rise to the occasion and turn the tide. So do you think that was the difference between playing a team like Latvia and between a player like Ankita who's not in the top 100, and that probably was the difference?
Yeah, I mean, if you see the matches closely, I think both Ostapenko and Sevetsova showed us why they're in the top 50 of the world, because at 4-all, 5-all, they just happen to find that extra gear, which they raise the level of their tennis. Ankita, for her part, stayed pretty solid through that, but it's just the quality of the Latvian girls that they were able to raise their level at that point, which I think made the difference towards the business end of the matches. So I think that's something Ankita can learn, that when you're playing better players, when like for example against Ostapenko at 4-3, I think in the final set, she had a chance to go up 5-3, and had she converted that, it could have been a different ball game. So again, I'm very heartened by how we've turned out this week. We've really worked hard, and we fought very hard, which is the most important thing for us.
Thank you. Dipti?
Hi, Vishal. Also, how important has this tie been in raising the profile of women's tennis? Because apart from Sania, we've mainly seen Indian tennis being dominated by the male players. So how important is it in that aspect?
Yeah, I think it's been absolutely brilliant for women's tennis in India. We've come a long way in this journey. It's taken us, maybe more than 30 years to get to this level. But I can tell you that everyone back in India will be working hard towards and making sure that it doesn't take us another 30 years to come back to this level. Look at how we've fought hard this week. I'm pretty sure most people wouldn't have even given us a fighting chance against a strong team like Latvia. But just the way the girls have come out and they've worked hard clearly shows that women's tennis in India is on a big upswing. And we just need to support them a lot more. We need to give them more opportunities, help them in any which way we can. And in the future, make sure that Indians women tennis is also almost a permanent fixture in the top echelons of tennis in Billie Jean King Cup.
Thank you. Tanuj?
Vishal, you opted to play with Karman on the starting day. That was your gut, you said. In hindsight, do you still think that was the right decision to make?
Hindsight is always 20/20, but I still think that was the right decision to make, for the simple reason that before the tie had started, we had a plan of targeting Ostapenko, and we wanted to throw something at Anastasia where, if you look at the first set, I mean, Karman was right up there with her, except she couldn't, perhaps lack of experience. But I think it was the right move in the sense that Karman had the weapons which could trouble a player like, Anastasia. But yeah, it didn't work out for us on that day. And, Karman's only 22, got a lot of learning ahead of her. And we'll just have to see how she keeps developing as a player.
Thank you. Shahid?
Yeah, hi, Captain. Just wanted to say, I mean, Ankita, obviously she has the running and I mean, obviously the heart to keep running and making the match long and miserable for the opponent. But I mean, at the same time, is it going to be a much more handy for her to develop some weapons? Like, of course, Karman has the big serve, the big forehand. So if Ankita also kind of gets something like that, just to finish off the points earlier, things like that. I mean, and at this stage, Ankita is obviously 28. Is it going to be easy, difficult? Will it be to develop that as well?
No, obviously, she has to keep looking at how she can add to her game, and and I think if she can add the transition game to her a little bit, where if you saw her today, also there were a few points where she did try and press Anastasia, and she had those volleys and didn't make them. So I think she has to continually, try and add to her game. Playing a little bit more aggressive at times, perhaps could be one. If her net play can improve, that will give us some more confidence to, even try and see if she can get to the net and put some volleys away. So, as a tennis player, you have to continuously try and improve yourself. Keep adding to your game, keep working towards it. And I think for Ankita especially, I think it's quite important for her to just stay focused. And when you've got somebody under pressure, just to keep the pressure on them and not let that get away. So she's a very diligent worker. I've said that all along. And yeah, and if she can keep adding a few things here and there, a few more tactical moves to her game, I hope soon we'll see her in the top 100.
Thank you. Are there any more questions? I guess no. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.